We've isolated the enemy, now we strike.
It isn't as simple as that. We're not sure how this organism propagates.
I hear what you've been saying. I'm not deaf.
The only way to make sure that the threat is eliminated, especially in light of what we've just seen, is to destroy every last molecule.
So we nuke
Who's
it.
going to take the responsibility for setting off an atomic weapon on U.S. soil?
I'll tell you who. The terrorists. That's who, and nobody will bat an eye.
This is no time to lie to the American people.
That's a lot of hogwash.
Well, maybe it is or maybe it isn't. The point is we don't know. If we make the wrong decision, in 48 hours, life on this planet is finished. Now, I know that sounds far-fetched. We're talking about one organism loose in one small house, but that's what we're up against. We've been dicking with this planet for decades. We've been careless, but we've been lucky. Or maybe we've finally pushed it too far. And by the time we're sure, it could be too late.
I say nuke it.
Professor Ethelred, you had an alternative proposal?
Has anyone ever heard of the Tunguska project?
Tunguska? Isn't that the place in Russia where the giant meteor hit?
In Siberia, in 1908, an explosion of unexplained origin leveled 2,000 square kilometers of forest. The speculation about what caused it ranges from meteor impact to a UFO crashing to the possible collision of a small black hole with the Earth.
So?
The Tunguska project grew out of attempts to produce miniature black holes using particle accelerators to promote super high-energy collisions between protons.
What the hell are you talking about?
In the process, we may have found a way to form controllable singularities of limited but profound destructive capacity.
Are you talking about a black hole bomb?
Something like that. This tank contains 50,000 metric tons of low-density klystron plasma. It's necessary to maintain the stability of the magnetic envelopes that contain the singularities. Those glowing orbs you see in the center contain two quantum singularities of near-critical mass. The magnetic envelopes keep them separated. If they were to come into contact, their masses would combine, pushing them past the gravitational threshold, creating a vortex in the space-time line, which would feed on the surrounding matter, essentially reducing it to nothingness.
A black hole?
No, not a black hole. A black hole is a region of space where mass is so compressed that nothing can escape its gravitational pull. A black hole the size of a pea would require the mass of this entire planet. What we have here is an entirely different principle.
Just what is it you suppose we do with this thing?
Once removed from the safety of this tank, the magnetic envelopes would maintain stability for only a matter of hours. The singularities would combine, and the resulting mega-singularity would feed on surrounding matter until the effects of Hawking radiation rendered it stable, essentially reducing it to nothing.
And this would take how long?
In a matter of minutes.
How many minutes?
No less than 3, but no more than 15.
And what is the damage estimate?
Best case scenario, everything within a radius of 7 to 13 miles would cease to exist.
I hate to ask this, what would the worst case scenario be?
It's been discussed, although I personally think the chances of this are insignificant. But it's been suggested that the singularity would continue to grow, feeding on surrounding matter until this entire planet was absorbed.
The end of the world?
Oh, let me point out. The same sort of thing was suggested before the first atomic bomb test at Alamogordo. And yet, the planet's still here.
Oh, well, that's comforting. Can I speak to you?
Excuse us.